Good morning again, students. We're back, and again, another thing that we're going to be working on today is we're going to be working on renting a vehicle, the cost for renting a vehicle, right? So, oftentimes, like we have our own vehicle, but we don't want to drive our vehicle. Let's say we're going on a road trip and we don't want to drive our vehicle, so we tend to rent a vehicle, right? So, that's one of the things we're going to look at today, what's involved in renting a vehicle, right? So, with renting a vehicle, to find the cost, as you see about leasing a vehicle, we're going to have to find the different cost, the total cost for renting a vehicle. All right. So if we're looking at this problem here, it says that Joe rented a car for 3 days at 39.95. So here it said that for per day plus 0.20 per mile. All right. He purchased a collision waiver. That's in case anything happens for $10 per day. He drove the car for 468 miles, and he bought 21.17 gas. So the first thing that we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to figure out the total cost for renting the car, and then we're gonna figure out what is the total cost per mile. All right. So what we're gonna do here, let's slide this down, and we're gonna try to figure out the total cost. So the first thing that we're gonna do is find total cost. All right. So here, based on what he says, that the daily cost. All right, we're gonna figure out what the daily cost is, which is for 3 days, right? And this is the cost per day. So this is equals to 39.95 times 3, which is gonna give me 119.85. All right, then the next thing that is the mileage, right? So it says that it's plus 20 cents per mile. So what's the total mile he drove? So we're gonna do the mileage cost. Mileage cost is equals to 468 miles times 20 cents per mile, which this is a total of 93.60. All right. Then the next thing that we're gonna factor in, we gotta factor in gas. All right. So gas cost is equals to, this is just 21.70. All right. And then collision waiver, it was $10 per day for the 3 days. So collision waiver equals to 10 times 3, which is $30. All right. And then the last thing, we got to figure out what the total is. All right. So I got to figure out what the total is here. So total equals, how do I find the total here is I'm going to add all these numbers up. So it's going to be 119.85 plus 93.60 plus 21.70 plus 30, and this is going to be equals to, this is going to be equals to, if we check it, it's going to be 265.15. right? So the total cost is equals to 265 plus 15. So now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to find the total cost per mile. How do I get this? I'm pretty much I'm just going to take the total cost and divide it by the number of miles. So total cost per mile, this is equals to 265.15 divided by the number of miles driven, which is 468. All right, and when I divide that, it's going to give me 0.566 or 0.57 per mile. All right, so my total cost per mile here, this is going to be my total cost per mile. So I found the total cost, and then I found the total cost per mile. All right, so that's all it is to it. It's nothing crazy. But we're going to go ahead again and look at a second example here. All right, so we're gonna look at the second example here. So it says find the total cost and the cost per mile. So the first thing that we got to figure out here is what is the total cost. All right, so total cost is equals to, here it says Miguel rents a sedan for $41.95 a day for 3 days. So the first thing is going to be 41.95 times 3, all right, plus he paid 20 cents per mile for all miles, for all miles over 150. So this is important here. It says all miles over 150. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to figure out how many miles he's paying for. All right. So on the first day, he said he drove 186 miles on the first day. All right. So if he drove 186, that means he has what? How much is over 150, which is 36. All right. Plus, on the second day, he drove 78. So we're not doing any calculation on that. The third day, he drove 210. All right, so this is going to be 60 over the 150 miles. So this is going to be 60. And for this, I'm multiplying this by 20 cents. All right. And then now we got to add in, it says he paid $22.60 for gas. So $22.68. All right. And then he paid $12.50 per day for collision waiver. All right, so here plus it's going to be 12.50 times 3 because it's 3 days. He pays this per day. All right, he pays that per day. So here, if I add all of this number together, it's going to give me a total of 205.23. So my total cost is 205.23. Now I need to find my total cost per mile. All right, or my cost per mile. This is going to be my total cost, which is 205.23 divided by the total mileage, right? And now the total mileage, we're adding everything. So that includes the 86, the 78, and the 210. All right, so that's going to give me a total of 474. All right, when I divide this here, I get 0.433, or this is going to be 0.43 money, right? Right, and this is going to be per mile, right? So this is all it is to it, guys. You have your homework questions. If you have any question, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help you. All right, have a lovely day. All right.